We did a 5K a day for 30 days. Why did we do this, one might say? She basically forced me into this. I had no choice.
What?
Allison!
Yeah?
We should do a 5K every day for 30 days.
Okay.
Why did we really do this?
Well, we wanted to be overall healthier.
And we thought running a 5K a day every day for 30 days was going to be a great idea.
So I'm sitting here running, or actually running here running, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Nope. My shin muscle said, whatever those are called, my shin muscle said, no, you're gonna walk or you're gonna sit. One of the two. So right now, my shin muscles are sore.
So we tracked our weight to see what happened to that, because that's the only thing we could think of at the time. To track. And by the time we thought of something else, it was too late.
It was too late. We didn't start with that. So we started with weight.
Weight.
I started off at 220 pounds, and I made my way down to 219.7 pounds. I thought this was a huge achievement. Like, this is way more. I lost more weight than I expected by a long shot. I was expecting to lose maybe 2 to 3 pounds tops, but 227 to we'll say 220. That's 7 pounds. That's pretty good. Which is weird because why does the app say minus 6.5 pounds? Oh, in January. I started late December. We decided to start a little bit early because I'm a newbie editor and I wanted to have it out by the 1st. So.
And luckily where we live, the weather is nice most
Every
of the
day.
time. Yeah, like...
There's very rarely bad weather.
Yeah.
Like, it's sunny.
Yeah, we're going to be fine. This is going to be easy.
I'm gonna make this one quick because it's hailing outside, and I want to put my phone away before it gets ruined. I'll try not to get too wet here. Okay, so today I stepped on the scale up for the first time in a long time, and I was pleasantly surprised. When I started, oh, I'm gonna let this car pass. When I first started, I was at 127 pounds, which I think I said in one of the earlier updates, but I stepped on it today. I'm about probably like a week out right now, week from finishing or so, maybe even less. Man, I'm a couple days from finishing actually, wow. Anyway, I'm down to 119 pounds. I lost 8 pounds. Impressive. Man. Haven't switched my diet at all still. Still eating like I shouldn't. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know what's gonna, I'll probably exercise every day. Exercise hard, 3 days a week. You know, something like that. And like walk or run or something the other days of the week, because I find if I do it early, it kind of gets me in the right mindset to just hammer out work, get some stuff done. I don't find myself like procrastinating as much or anything like that. But yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, I learned something interesting about myself, as you can see from all of that. You know what I find relatively hilarious? That every time I turn the camera on, I forget everything I wanted to talk about. I have no idea what I want to say anymore, and I have no points to make. What the hell? I don't know.
Okay, so I read somewhere that if you liked and subscribed, that whole weather stuff wouldn't have happened. But yeah, science, right? So I ended up not missing any days, which was awesome. I totally expected to miss some days. I almost missed a day on day 6.
Yeah, that was a long day.
So I was, just a whole lot was happening, and I just decided I wasn't going to do it. And at 10 o'clock, I decided, well, it's only going to take an hour. Maybe I'll just walk it. And at that moment, I knew I was going to be able to make it for the whole thing. And then, yeah. What about you?
I did miss some days. I plan to make them up so that I can also have at least 30 days of 5Ks under my belt. But I work a lot, and some days it's just not feasible when you got to make dinner and you got to do all these other things. So
you got to build it to be bendable so you can make things happen.
Yeah. So giving myself a couple extra days to finish everything. I only missed, I think, 3 days, which is pretty good. I would say, like, for the amount, because during this time, just for clarity, I've been working 6 to 7 days a week. Just, big after holiday push, all those kinds of things. And like being there was super important. And I work from home, luckily, but at the same time, like, we got kids and like I gotta make dinner and keep up the house and everything. So there were some days that I was like, it's 9 o'clock, I'm going to bed.
I don't blame her.
I have to be fresh in the morning. But no, really proud of Aaron though for making it the full 30 days. Even on like that night that you were like, I'm gonna miss it. I was like, it's okay. Like, do 2 tomorrow. Like, you gotta have a contingency plan. And he was like, no, I'm going. I was like, hey, I'm going to bed. So like, call me if you die in the middle of the night or something.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I have not missed a day yet, which is pretty awesome. It's not been easy. I think the hardest part of the whole thing was just the grind of doing it every single day. There was one day when it was 11 o'clock, and I was like, or actually throughout the day, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to take the day off. My calves hurt really bad. I think, and maybe it's just not smart to do this every day. Like, maybe I need to take a day off and let my legs heal up a bit. And right around 11 p.m., it's probably more like 10:30. I was sitting there laying in bed, and I was like, man, it takes somewhere around an hour just to walk the 5K. So if I just do that, at least I did it. So I got out of bed at 11 and just went walking. And I made it before midnight, so I almost didn't make it though. About halfway through, my legs were just super, super sore, and I thought I was gonna have to stop. But at that point, I reevaluated and I decided that I needed a new pair of shoes because I was wearing these Metcons, these Nike Metcons, and I've had them for years and years and years, and they had holes in them, and apparently that was attributing to the sore muscles.
It's like Metcons are okay for running, but not for like long distances.
Yeah. And I wanted to just let my legs heal, so I decided that on days I felt good, I would run, and on days I felt bad, I would walk. That way I didn't miss any days, so I built some leniency into the plan. My legs were really sore, especially my calves. I had been walking in some really old Nike Metcons I've just had for years and years and years, and it definitely time for new ones. Like there was like holes worn into the bottoms of them and stuff like that. So I went out and bought a new pair of shoes, and that problem went away. Like it no longer a problem at all. Now I'm just kind of trucking along, trying to just go a 5K every day. So kind of what I've been doing is if I feel like I need a day off, I just walk. I'll walk it. If I feel good, I'll try to beat my time. I'll try to beat my best time, whatever it might be.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Sleep hasn't been great, but I don't think that has anything to do with this challenge. Just a lot going on, but other than that, everything's going good. I think I'm going to be able to do this challenge. I haven't seen a lot of change in my weight, but I mean, there's been a little bit. Haven't changed my diet at all. So some improvement is better than no improvement, I imagine. I'm still eating tons of fast food, which is terrible. But that's one of the things I'm gonna get rid of eventually. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so for me, obviously, like, I missed some days, and I started figuring out that, like, I couldn't do this, like, in the evening. Like, we started out, and we were like, yeah, let's go together, let's, like, drag the kids in a wagon, and, like, that was hard. And, like, there were some nights that I was working till, like, 6 p.m., and, like, pretty small. It's dangerous for me to, like, go in the evening when it's dark out, and, like, I don't know who I'm gonna run into. So, I am about to walk out on walk number 13. I don't want to do this. I'm not excited about it. I should have gone this morning, and I didn't because it was dark and cold. And right now it's dark and cold, so I'm going anyway. It's going to take me a full hour to walk this, I'm sure, because I'm tired, and it's been a really long day, but there's not gonna be any not so long days anymore, so here we go. So I started getting up a little earlier, and like on days that I didn't have to start really early, I made sure I was going in the morning, which, let me tell you, it's still kind of cold in the morning. I think that was really successful though, and actually it was like really great to start my day off with that, like to like get up and like not have the first thing I do be like make a cup of coffee, but instead I was like going out for a walk.
The word we're looking for is momentum.
Yes, to get me some momentum for my day. And on the very last day, I was like determined to make sure I did a walk on the last day. So the unfortunate thing was it was like my 5 a.m. day at work, and I was like, well, crap, how am I gonna go? Like, I'm not getting up at 3:30 in the morning to walk at 4 a.m. So I actually built myself on a lunch, and like I don't take lunches at work that often. Like I can eat at my desk, it's not that big of a deal. But I decided like, okay, no, I'm gonna give myself an hour and a half in the middle of the day. And I actually did a Zoom meeting with a coworker while I was walking. It was great. It was fantastic. She kept asking me why there were dogs barking. I was like, no, it's fine. Just ignore it. She's like, why are you out of breath? I'm like, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it at all. Like it's great. But no, that was really good because like I was determined at first. Like I was like, we're gonna go in the evening, and the evening was a bad idea. We had to adapt that plan. Mm-hmm. So, do you plan to keep doing it?
I believe I'll probably do some form of it. I'll allow myself to take some rest days here and there, probably, but only if I really need it. Currently the plan is to do it every day, the same way I'm doing it now. On days I feel good, I run. On days I feel bad, I walk. But if I get sick, I'm not gonna push super hard. I'll take the time off to heal.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you?
I absolutely am going to do as much as I can. I think like we've learned that my schedule doesn't always allow it, but if I can build it in and keep doing it in the morning, like that's what I want to keep doing because I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Like, plus, like, it impresses your coworkers when you're like, oh my God, I do a 5K every day. And they're like, what? Why would you do that? Because it sounds really impressive, but it's really not that far. So yeah, no, I think I'm going to keep doing it. And I think something similar where like, I'm not going to beat myself up if my schedule doesn't allow it. If it's my 5 a.m. day and I can't afford to take a lunch, like, it's not happening that day. Or if like, I don't feel well or if I'm like super sore, then I'm going to like be a little more lenient on myself. But I think I'm going to continue to try to do it every single day.
I think for the next challenge, we need to do no eating out. So eat at home every day.
Yes.
For a month. For 30
I agree.
days, and let's see what happens with that. I kind of want to track money and then track weight, probably.
Ooh, that's a really good idea with the money. Because, like, I think weight's going to be a big deal. Because right now, we order food a lot. And this is not healthy. So, weight's going to be a good one. Money I didn't think about before, but yeah, I think tracking money will be a really like good idea.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help prevent anything like storms or anything that can happen in between to mess this up. Peace.